Have you ever wondered what separates millionaires from everyone else? The truth is, most self-made millionaires follow a hidden blueprint. It's about small, consistent actions they take every single day. This is about designing a life of freedom, impact, and joy. The daily rituals of millionaires are that foundation and that plan. These choices, repeated over and over, become powerful habits. We'll look at the specific, practical things that millionaires do differently. Get ready because you are about to receive the keys to unlock a new level of financial success and personal fulfillment. Let's get one thing clear right away. When we talk about money rituals, we're not talking about some mystical or magical ceremony. We are talking about something much more grounded and practical. A ritual in this context is simply a habit with intention. It's a conscious, repeated behavior designed to produce a specific outcome. Brushing your teeth is a habit. But performing a morning routine of meditation, goal setting, and gratitude to prepare your mind for a successful day, that is a ritual. It's the intention behind the action that transforms it from a mindless task into a powerful tool for change. These rituals are the secret sauce of high achievers. Think about the most successful people you know. They don't just stumble through their days, hoping for the best. They operate with a sense of structure and purpose. Their days are built around routines that conserve their most valuable resources: time, energy, and focus. A ritual automates positive behavior. It removes the need to make countless small decisions every day. This frees up your mental energy for the big things like creative problem solving and strategic thinking. When you have a ritual for managing your finances, you no longer have to worry about where your money is going. The system handles it for you, allowing you to focus on growing your wealth instead of just managing it. The power of these rituals extends far beyond your bank account. They create a positive feedback loop that impacts your entire life. When you start your day with a ritual of gratitude, you train your brain to look for the good. This positive mindset makes you more resilient in the face of challenges. When you have a ritual for continuous learning, you not only improve your business skills but also become a more interesting and knowledgeable person. These practices build confidence, reduce stress, and increase your overall sense of well-being. Money, in many ways, is simply a byproduct of a life lived with intention, discipline, and purpose. The rituals are what create that kind of life. This is why focusing on rituals is so much more effective than just chasing a dollar amount. Chasing a number can feel empty and endless, but building a life based on powerful, positive rituals is fulfilling every single day. The journey itself becomes the reward. The wealth you build becomes a reflection of the person you have become in the process. You become someone who is disciplined, focused, grateful, and constantly growing. That is the true prize. The money is just the beautiful, tangible proof that your rituals are working. It's time to stop chasing wealth and start building the habits that create it effortlessly. The world's most successful people prove rituals work. Warren Buffett reads up to 80% of his day. Sarah Blakely uses her commute for thinking. Tony Robbins starts his day with breathing exercises and gratitude. Millionaire rituals are simple, consistent practices anyone can adopt. Buffett reads, Blakely drives, Robbins breathes. They transformed ordinary actions into extraordinary results through ritual. Learn from the best and build your own success rituals today. So, as we stand at the beginning of this exploration, I want to extend a personal invitation to you. This is not just another book or article to read and forget. This is an invitation to actively participate in your own transformation. It's an invitation to look at your daily routines, not as a series of chores, but as a set of opportunities. Every moment, from the second you wake up until the moment you go to sleep, holds the potential to be a powerful ritual that moves you closer to the life you dream of. This is your chance to stop being a passive observer of other people's success and become the active creator of your own. Think of yourself as a scientist, and your life as the laboratory. The rituals we will discuss are your experiments. Your goal is to test them, see what works for you, and adapt them to fit your unique personality and goals. There is no one-size-fits-all solution to success. What works for Warren Buffett might not be the perfect fit for you. The key is to approach this with a sense of curiosity and playfulness. Be willing to try new things. Be willing to be a beginner. The only way to find the rituals that will unlock your potential is to start experimenting. This journey is about discovering your personal formula for a richer life. This invitation is for a richer life in every sense of the word. Yes, we are focused on the money rituals that build financial wealth. But as we've discussed, these practices create so much more. they create richness in your mindset, your relationships, your health, and your overall happiness. A life rich with purpose is infinitely more valuable than a life that is merely rich with money. The goal here is to help you build both. The financial freedom you gain will simply be the fuel that allows you to live your purpose-driven life more fully and make an even bigger impact on the world. This is about building holistic wealth. Are you ready to accept the invitation? Are you ready to trade overwhelm for structure and wishful thinking for intentional action? The path ahead is paved with the proven strategies of those who have already achieved what you desire. All that is required from you is an open mind and a willingness to take that first small step. In the following sections, we will break down the exact rituals you can start implementing immediately. We will cover everything from your morning mindset to your investment strategies. Your richer life is not a distant dream. It is a destination that is reached one simple, powerful ritual at a time. Let's begin. The first hour of your day sets the course for everything that follows. Millionaires design their mornings with intention. It is in these hours that the foundation for wealth is laid. Your mind in the morning is fertile, receptive, and ready for planting. What seeds will you sow? What you feed your mind in that first hour will determine your clarity and resilience. This concept is winning the morning. This state of mind is a prerequisite for building wealth. Your morning routine is your training ground for the discipline required to build a fortune. It begins with a decision to prioritize your own mindset. Gratitude unites the world's most successful individuals. No one exemplifies this better than Oprah Winfrey, who champions gratitude journaling. Even during challenges, she wrote down 5 things she was grateful for. This strategic mental reset trained her brain to seek positives and opportunities. This mindset is a magnet for success. You move from lacking to having. All you need is a notebook and 5 minutes to list specific things you're grateful for. This rewires your brain, creating a default setting of appreciation. Oprah's empire was built on a mindset affirming its abundance. You are actively multiplying your blessings. After gratitude, direct that positive energy toward your future through visualization. Top athletes and CEOs use this technique. Jack Canfield credits visualization as key to his success. It programs your subconscious mind by creating a clear picture of your desired outcome. The brain struggles to distinguish between real and vividly imagined memories. Consistently visualize achieving your goals to create future memories and rehearse success. This builds belief and activates your reticular activating system, RAS, filtering information. Build a mental movie of your ideal future, immersing yourself with all your senses. The emotion fuels the visualization, making it real for your subconscious. Visualize victory daily to program your mind for success and turn your brain into a goal-seeking missile. You can have the best mindset and the most brilliant financial plan in the world. But if you don't have the physical energy to execute it, it's all for nothing. Your body is the engine of your ambition. Millionaires know this intuitively and make physical well-being a non-negotiable part of their morning routine. Richard Branson, the adventurous billionaire founder of the Virgin Group, famously stated that his morning exercise routine of kite surfing, swimming, or playing tennis gives him at least 4 extra hours of productivity each day. He doesn't see exercise as something that takes time. He sees it as an activity that creates time by boosting his energy and focus to an elite level. The science behind this is undeniable. Morning exercise, even just 20 minutes of it, floods your brain with oxygen and releases endorphins, which are natural mood elevators. It reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that clouds judgment and leads to poor decision-making. A morning workout improves cognitive function, enhances memory, and sparks creativity. For an entrepreneur, these benefits are not just nice to have, they are a massive competitive advantage. When you are physically energized, you are mentally sharper. You can solve problems faster, come up with better ideas, and endure the long hours that building a business often requires. Your physical state is directly tied to your fiscal state. Your morning movement ritual doesn't have to be an intense hour-long gym session. The key is consistency, not intensity. It could be a brisk walk around the neighborhood, a simple yoga routine in your living room, a quick set of push-ups and squats, or dancing to your favorite song. The goal is simply to get your heart rate up and your blood flowing. The most successful people choose an activity they genuinely enjoy, as this dramatically increases the likelihood they will stick with it long term. The ritual is about honoring your body as the vessel for your success. It's a daily declaration that your health is the foundation upon which your wealth will be built. Think about the alternative: waking up groggy, fueled by caffeine and sugar, and feeling sluggish all day. How can you possibly operate at your peak performance in that state? You can't. Prioritizing physical movement in the morning is a strategic investment in your most valuable asset, you. It's like putting high-octane fuel in a performance car. Everything just runs better. By starting your day with this body-first ritual, you are ensuring you have the physical stamina and mental clarity to outwork, outthink, and outlast your competition. Don't neglect your engine. Fuel it first, and it will power your journey to financial freedom. After priming your mind with gratitude, visualizing your success, and energizing your body, it is time for focused action. This is where many people get derailed. They have a long to-do list and feel overwhelmed, not knowing where to start. They busy themselves with small, easy tasks like checking email, which gives them a false sense of accomplishment, but doesn't actually move the needle on their most important goals. Millionaires, however, operate differently. They practice a ritual of ruthless prioritization, famously captured in Brian Tracy's concept of "eat that frog." The frog is your most important and often most difficult task of the day, the one you are most likely to procrastinate on. The principle is simple. If you have to eat a live frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. If you have to eat two, eat the ugliest one first. In business terms, this means identifying the one single task that will have the greatest positive impact on your financial goals and tackling it before you do anything else. This might be making a difficult sales call, working on a crucial proposal, or writing a chapter of your book. By completing your most significant task first, you create incredible momentum and a sense of accomplishment that carries you through the rest of the day. Everything else you do that day will feel easier by comparison. This ritual requires discipline and clarity. It forces you to think strategically about your goals each morning. Instead of asking, "What do I have to do today?" you ask, "What is the one thing I can do today that will bring me closest to my biggest goal?" This question cuts through the clutter and provides immediate focus. Many successful entrepreneurs like author Tim Ferriss champion this idea of focusing on the one most important thing. They know that being busy is not the same as being productive. True productivity is about doing the right things, not just doing a lot of things. This ritual ensures you are always working on what truly matters. To implement this ritual, take a few minutes each morning, or the evening before, to identify your frog for the day. Write it down on a separate piece of paper and place it in the center of your desk. Then commit to working on that task, and only that task, without distraction for a set period, perhaps 60 or 90 minutes. Don't open your email, put your phone in another room. Give your most important task your best, freshest energy. By consistently eating your frog every single morning, you guarantee progress on your most important projects. This single habit, practiced over weeks and months, is how monumental goals are achieved and great fortunes are built. The final piece of the Millionaire Morning Mindset is a ritual that directly connects you to your money. It's a brief, daily financial check-in. This isn't about deep, complex accounting or budgeting. It's a simple 5-minute ritual to maintain awareness and control over your financial life. Many people avoid looking at their finances because it causes stress or anxiety. They operate in a state of willful ignorance. Millionaires do the opposite. They understand that what gets measured gets managed. They make it a calm daily habit to know their numbers, just as a pilot checks their instruments before takeoff. This ritual removes the fear and emotion from money and replaces it with clarity and confidence. This daily date with your dollars can be very simple. It might involve opening your banking app to review your balances and check for unusual transactions. It could mean glancing at your investment portfolio to stay aware of its performance without making emotional decisions. For business owners, it could be a quick look at sales figures or key performance indicators. The goal is not to obsess over every fluctuation, but to cultivate a habit of conscious financial awareness. This regular contact with your numbers keeps your goals top of mind and helps you make more informed decisions throughout the day. Kevin O'Leary, the famous investor from Shark Tank, is a major advocate for this practice. He has often said, "You have to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business." This applies to personal finance as well. If you don't know where your money is going, you cannot direct it where you want it to go. This morning ritual demystifies your finances. Over time, looking at your accounts becomes as normal as brushing your teeth. It builds a healthy, proactive relationship with your money, where you are the master, not the victim. It's about taking ownership and being the CEO of your own financial life. By making this check-in part of your morning routine, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I am in control of my money. I am a responsible steward of my wealth. I am capable of managing and growing my resources. This builds financial confidence and competence. It turns an area of potential stress into a source of empowerment. This simple 5-minute ritual ensures your financial goals become part of your daily focus. It's the final step in crafting a morning mindset that is perfectly aligned to attract, manage, and multiply wealth. Before diving into money management, we need a foundational shift in mindset. Most people see money as something to be earned. Millionaires see it as a tool. It's the difference between being a passenger and being the pilot. An owner is an active steward of their assets. They understand every dollar can create more. They treat money with respect. They don't let it sit idly or spend it frivolously. Instead, they ask, is this dollar working hard for me? This guides every financial decision. It prioritizes long-term wealth over short-term gratification. See spending as an investment. Is it an investment in happiness, health, business, or skills? Thinking like an owner turns every choice strategic. Adopt this mindset. View income as seed capital. See savings as investment funding. This shift is the prerequisite for smart money habits. Manage money like a millionaire by thinking like one. Become an owner of your financial destiny. One of the most powerful money rituals of the wealthy is paying yourself first, made famous by George S. Clason. Millionaires automate this. Money is saved and invested automatically. This removes emotion, guaranteeing progress. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to savings and investment accounts. The money you intend to save is gone before you can spend it. David Bach calls it the latte factor. Small, automated savings grow into a fortune. Automation bypasses your impulses. The system works, building your wealth. It takes 30 minutes with online banking to set up recurring transfers. Even 5 or 10% is a massive step toward financial freedom. While automation builds your wealth, the weekly wealth review is where you become the active strategist of your financial life. This is a dedicated ritual to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Act as the CEO of You Inc., reviewing performance, setting strategy, and aligning financial activities with your vision. During this ritual, review spending, check progress toward goals, and look forward. This allows you to make conscious adjustments, provides motivation, and builds positive momentum. This ritual brings order and calm, freeing up mental energy. You have a command center, making empowered decisions. This habit provides the structure needed to build lasting wealth. Millionaires don't always live flashy lifestyles. Many practice strategic frugality, spending lavishly on what truly matters and cutting back on everything else. They live in modest neighborhoods, drive reliable cars, and avoid status symbols. They understand the difference between being rich and looking rich. Identify what you truly value, then spend extravagantly in those areas without guilt. For everything else, spend as little as possible. This accelerates financial independence. This protects you from lifestyle inflation. True wealth isn't just about income, it's about what you keep and invest. Debt is often seen negatively, and for the average person, high-interest debt is a wealth-draining trap. However, millionaires strategically differentiate between bad debt and good debt, which can make you richer. They see good debt as leverage. Good debt is borrowed money to acquire assets that increase in value or generate income, like a rental property. You're using other people's money to build wealth. Before taking on debt, meticulously calculate the potential return, ensuring it outweighs the interest. Understand your competence and only use leverage in areas where you have expertise. Develop a new ritual for thinking about debt. Pay down high-interest consumer debt. Educate yourself on leverage to build your financial education, so that when the right opportunity presents itself, you can confidently analyze it. The most important ritual for long-term growth is investing within your circle of competence. Popularized by Warren Buffett, it means you only invest in businesses you understand. Millionaires practice patient, disciplined investing based on their knowledge. The biggest risk is not knowing what you're doing. Staying within your circle reduces risk and increases your odds of success. What industries do you know from your career or hobbies? Actively seek to expand that circle, but never venture outside of it with your capital. This discipline allows investors to remain calm when others are fearful. It's about investing based on knowledge, not emotion. Commit to becoming an expert in specific areas. Know exactly what you own and why. You've primed your mindset and organized your money. Now it's time to talk about one of the most powerful wealth-building accelerators on the planet, your network. There's a famous saying, your network is your net worth. This isn't just a clever phrase, it is a fundamental truth that self-made millionaires live by. They understand that no great fortune is built in isolation. Success is a team sport. The right relationships can bring you deals, ideas, partnerships, and opportunities that you would never find on your own. Building a powerful network is an active, intentional ritual. It's the practice of building social capital with the same discipline they apply to their financial capital. A single conversation with the right person can change the entire trajectory of your business. Your network is a living, breathing asset that can provide exponential returns. They cultivate deep, meaningful connections. They see relationship building as a long-term investment in people, knowing that the dividends will come in forms they can't even predict. The goal is to build a community of allies who are all invested in each other's success. One of the most potent networking rituals practiced by the ultra-successful is the formation of a mastermind group. The concept, first detailed by Napoleon Hill in his legendary book Think and Grow Rich, is simple yet profound. A mastermind is a small group of individuals who meet regularly to support each other in achieving their goals. It is a peer-to-peer mentoring group, a personal board of directors for your life and business. Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and Harvey Firestone had a famous mastermind group where they shared ideas and challenged each other for decades. They understood that the collective intelligence and energy of the group far surpassed what any single member could achieve alone. The power of a mastermind comes from the synergy it creates. When you bring together a group of motivated, intelligent people with diverse skills and experiences, magic happens. You get access to multiple perspectives on your challenges. A problem that seems insurmountable to you might be something another member solved years ago. You benefit from the combined knowledge, experience, and network of every single person in the room. This ritual provides a structured environment for accountability. When you declare your goals to a group of peers you respect, you are far more likely to follow through. The group holds you to a higher standard and refuses to let you play small. Creating or joining a mastermind is an intentional act. It's not just a casual get-together with friends. A successful mastermind has structure, rules, and a deep commitment from every member. The ritual typically involves regular meetings, perhaps weekly or monthly, where each person gets a dedicated hot seat. During their hot seat time, they present their biggest challenge or opportunity, and the rest of the group focuses all their energy on brainstorming solutions, offering advice, and making connections for that person. This is a space of absolute trust, confidentiality, and zero judgment, where you can be completely honest about your struggles and your ambitions without fear. It is a professional sanctuary for growth. To start, identify a few people in your field or related fields whom you admire and who are at a similar level of ambition. They shouldn't be your direct competitors, but peers who are also driven to grow. Reach out and propose the idea of forming a small, dedicated success group. Start with a trial period to ensure the chemistry is right. This ritual of regularly meeting with your mastermind is one of the single greatest investments you can make in your personal and professional development. It is like plugging into a supercomputer of ideas and support. It is the ritual that ensures you are constantly challenged, inspired, and pulled forward by the genius of those around you. Beyond masterminds, mentors radically accelerate your path to success. A great mentor has already achieved what you want. Their guidance can save you years of struggle. Make yourself the kind of person a high-level mentor wants to help. Be serious, committed, and coachable. Become exceptional at what you do. Demonstrate a powerful drive to succeed. Be respectful of their time and generous with gratitude. Ask smart, targeted questions. Follow up with a thank you note. Provide value to them first. Be a go-giver, not a go-getter. Stop chasing mentors and start attracting them naturally. When you need to ask for something specific, many people are terrified. Successful networkers have a ritual built on value and respect, making it a natural part of the relationship. The secret to getting what you want is to make it easy for the other person to say yes. First, be clear on your objective. Before you reach out, get crystal clear. The more specific your request, the higher your chances of success. Frame the ask within the context of value you've already provided. Finally, always make it about them, not you. And always give them an easy out. End with, "No worries if you're too busy, I understand." The most powerful networks are built on genuine generosity, helping others without expecting anything in return. Make giving a weekly ritual. Connect people, share resources, offer support. Over time, this builds a reputation that attracts opportunities and loyal allies. The ultimate money ritual? Focus less on getting and more on giving value. Self-made millionaires see failure as feedback, not defeat. Each setback is a lesson, not a loss. Adopt the ritual. After every setback, ask, "What did I learn?" Celebrate the courage to try and use each lesson to fuel your next move. For true wealth creators, failure isn't a bug, it's the feature that leads to the next breakthrough. Millionaires experiment constantly, placing small, calculated bets to test ideas and learn fast. Don't wait for perfection. Run quick, low-cost experiments to validate your assumptions and adapt quickly. Make it a habit. Every week, ask, "What's the smallest experiment I can run?" Small bets, big wins. Big leaps require smart preparation. Successful entrepreneurs de-risk major decisions by gathering information, defining the worst-case scenario, and building safety nets. Before you jump, know your risks, plan for the worst, and create a runway for success. This ritual turns fear into focus and transforms gambles into strategic moves. The greatest risk is to stop learning. Millionaires make daily learning a non-negotiable ritual. Reading, listening, and growing every day. Schedule time to invest in your mind. Even 10 minutes a day compounds into expertise and opportunity. In a world of constant change, your ability to learn is your ultimate edge. The final ritual in taking smart risks is intentionally putting yourself just outside your comfort zone. All growth happens just on the other side of what feels comfortable. Millionaires understand this and actively seek challenges, embracing discomfort. It's the signal they're stretching and learning. The ritual involves recognizing this feeling, taking a deep breath, and doing it anyway. This translates to financial growth. By practicing productive discomfort in small ways, you build the emotional muscle to handle high-stakes situations. You train yourself to associate discomfort with growth and opportunity. Make it a weekly ritual to do one thing that makes you slightly nervous. The goal is to make discomfort your friend. When you learn to lean into that feeling, you unlock a new universe of possibilities. We've explored rituals for mindset, money, networks, and risks. Now the most critical act, consistency. Millionaires are built in quiet moments of showing up, even when excitement fades. Consistency turns small efforts into monumental achievements. Think of it like carving a canyon. It is the slow, steady, persistent flow that carves the magnificent Grand Canyon. Your daily rituals are that river. This is the principle behind the compound effect. Small choices, compounded by consistency, lead to unbelievable results. It is a marathon paced with disciplined consistency. It builds self-trust. Fall in love with the process, not just the prize. The real power lies in your ability to be relentlessly consistent. Consistency is powerful but impossible without clear direction. We are drowning in distractions. Without a powerful anchor, it's easy to get swept away. Self-made millionaires keep their vision front and center. This vision acts as their North Star, guiding decisions. Anchoring to a vision is a daily practice. Create a physical vision board. Write down your core mission every morning. Dan Sullivan taught clients to ask, "What has to have happened for you to feel happy with your progress?" Ultimately, your vision is your most powerful tool for focus. Without a strong anchor, you will drift. With a clear vision, you can stay the course. Having a clear vision is the first step. In an economy where attention is currency, the ability to focus deeply is valuable. Millionaire entrepreneurs cultivate a ritual of deep work. Deep work is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's a state where you produce your best work. The ritual involves intentionally designing your environment to facilitate intense focus. This means creating a fortress of focus. By mastering the ritual of deep work, you develop a professional superpower that will allow you to outproduce and outcreate your competition. Millionaires don't rely on willpower. They design their environment to make good choices easy. Your physical space, your social circle, and digital tools influence your behavior. Want to eat healthier? Don't keep junk food in the house. This extends to your social environment. Surround yourself with people who make discipline and success feel normal. The goal is to put your positive habits on autopilot. You fall to the level of your systems. Build a system that keeps you focused on your path to wealth. The final ritual for staying consistent is regular reflection and adjustment. The path to wealth is not a straight line, and strategies that worked last year may not work this year. Successful entrepreneurs practice periodic review and renewal. They step back to assess progress, question assumptions, and ensure alignment with their vision. This review can be monthly or quarterly. Ask bigger questions. Is my vision still right? Are my goals the most important? What is no longer working that I need to stop doing? This is also a time for renewal to avoid burnout. Pair your review with rest and inspiration. This ritual of stepping away is essential to see the bigger picture. It creates a rhythm of focused execution followed by strategic reflection. It allows you to correct course, shed what's not working, and double down on what is. It ensures your efforts lead you toward wealth and freedom. So we've come to the end of our exploration, but this is truly just the beginning of yours. Over the course of our journey together, we've pulled back the curtain on the hidden world of millionaire money rituals. You now hold the blueprint that has been used time and time again to build lives of extraordinary success, freedom, and impact. We started by understanding the profound power of intentional habits, realizing that success isn't an accident but a design built on the small, consistent, and powerful actions that you take every single day. The question is no longer, what do I do? The only question that remains is, will I do it? The power to transform your financial life is not in knowing this information, but in applying it with relentless consistency. The blueprint is in your hands, and the pen is yours to write the next chapter of your success story. As you stand at this starting line, it's crucial to dispel the myth of overnight success. What seems like overnight success is almost always years of quiet, consistent effort. It's the culmination of small rituals and learning from failures. Embrace the process, not just the destination. There will be days you don't feel motivated. This is normal. Trust that each small action will eventually carve a canyon. Think of yourself planting bamboo. After years of unseen work, it explodes, growing 90 feet in 6 weeks. It was a 5-year success. Measure your consistency, not daily success. Embrace gradual, consistent, and inevitable growth. Section 3. Creating your personal ritual stack. The number of rituals can feel overwhelming. The key is not to implement all of them at once. Instead, choose your starting lineup. We'll call this your ritual stack. Select one ritual from each of the 5 acts. This creates a manageable and balanced starting point. You will choose one ritual for your mindset, money management, networking, taking risks, and staying focused. This stack of 5 core rituals will be the foundation upon which you build everything else. Practice these 5 rituals consistently for the next 30 days. Track your consistency. Once you've mastered this first stack, only then should you consider adding another layer. This is how you build sustainable change. Review the 5 acts and choose your starting 5, write them down. This is your commitment. As you begin to implement your ritual stack, something remarkable will start to happen. The changes won't be confined to your bank account. The power of these rituals is that they create a positive ripple effect that will touch every single area of your life. They are keystone habits, small changes that people introduce into their routines that unintentionally carry over into other aspects of their lives. When you start your day with gratitude and focus, you don't just become a better entrepreneur, you become a more present partner, a more patient parent, and a more positive friend. The discipline you build by managing your money will spill over into your health and fitness habits. Think about the profound impact. The confidence you gain from practicing productive discomfort will allow you to have deeper, more honest conversations in your personal relationships. The focus you cultivate through deep work will allow you to be fully present with your loved ones when you're not working, instead of being half distracted by your phone. The generosity you practice in your network will make you a more giving and supportive member of your community. The financial security you build will reduce a major source of stress, freeing up emotional and mental energy for creativity, joy, and connection. You're not just building wealth, you're building a better version of yourself. This is why this work is so incredibly important. The world needs more people who are financially empowered, not so they can simply accumulate more things, but so they can solve bigger problems, contribute more generously, and show up as the best, most whole versions of themselves. When you're financially secure, you can afford to take risks that could benefit society, you can support causes you believe in, you can create jobs and opportunities for others, you can be a beacon of possibility for those around you, showing them what is achievable through discipline and intention. Your personal success has the power to become a source of inspiration and uplift for your entire community. Never underestimate the power of your own transformation. The journey you're embarking on is about so much more than money. It's about reclaiming control over your life, your time, and your future. It's about building a life of purpose, freedom, and fulfillment. The money you earn will simply be a beautiful byproduct of the incredible person you become in the process. The rituals are the path, but the destination is a richer life in every sense of the word. The ripples from the small, consistent actions you start taking today will expand outward, creating waves of positive change you can't even yet imagine. We began this journey with an invitation and will end with one. You have been given the map, the tools, and the strategies. You've seen the proof in the lives of countless successful individuals who have walked this path before you. You now understand that the life you dream of is not a matter of luck or privilege, but a matter of ritual. The gap between your current reality and your desired future can be bridged by the small, consistent actions you choose to take starting today. The power is, and always has been, in your hands. This is your moment of decision. Will you accept the invitation to build a richer, more fulfilling life? This is not an invitation to a life of ease. It's an invitation to a life of meaningful effort. It's an invitation to choose discipline over distraction, purpose over procrastination, and long-term fulfillment over short-term gratification. It will require courage, commitment, and consistency. There will be challenges along the way, but I can promise you this: the journey is worth it. The feeling of being in complete control of your financial destiny, of waking up each day with a clear purpose, and of building a life aligned with your deepest values is a reward far greater than any dollar amount. It is the ultimate freedom. Remember that you are not alone on this path. You are now part of a community of creators, of builders, of people who choose to design their lives with intention. Draw strength from the stories we've shared. Revisit these rituals whenever you need guidance or inspiration. The blueprint is yours to keep, a constant companion on your entrepreneurial journey. Every sunrise offers a new opportunity to practice your morning mindset. Every dollar you earn offers a new opportunity to be a smart owner. Every interaction offers a new opportunity to build your network. Your new life begins with your very next choice. So, what will it be? Will you close this page and go back to the way things were, or will you take that first small step? Will you choose your ritual stack? Will you schedule that automatic transfer? Will you write down your vision? The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you create, one ritual at a time. The invitation is open, the path is clear, your richer life is waiting for you to claim it. The journey begins now. Go and build your fortune.